Cheers. Okay, so I just want to bring up some things really quickly. Quick video. Don't take a reverse mortgage. Most people know it's a bad idea. People that are desperate and are greedy, the same kind of people who get a credit card and max it out and never pay it back, are the same people that will take reverse mortgages. They are not very smart upstairs. They think they are, but in reality, they're not. So, about 10 years ago, Henry Winkler did a commercial for reverse mortgages, and he's a fucking moron to do that commercial because he's basically a desperate actor looking for money to do a commercial to advise people to do the wrong thing. And the only way I would ever do a reverse mortgage is if I thought I was going to kick the bucket in like fucking very short time. I might do it. But the truth of the matter is, they probably have nowadays, you sign at the dotted line and it probably says, oh, if you die, then somebody else has to take over the payments. Who knows? They probably got all kinds of hooks like that written into the contract if you get a reverse mortgage. And now Tom Selleck is doing it. So Tom Selleck is another desperate actor trying to pay bills. You know, when you do commercials like that and you advise people to do the wrong thing, not only are you an asshole, but you're fucking a desperate, broke-ass actor. I don't care. I don't care if you've done this or that. You do a commercial like that and you're fucking desperate. That's simple. And if you take a reverse mortgage, you're desperate. And you're stupid. Number 2, don't ever buy a manufactured house. I looked at one. I had a video of me, the real estate guy showing me one. The truth of the matter is, the space rent is way too much. You might as well just, you know, if you buy the house and it's for a good price, that's why, because you're paying space rent. It's not only the price is right because it's a manufactured house or a mobile home, but it's also the price is right for you because you can own your own house and be in a secured little environment. Well, there's nothing that secure about those places. Most of them don't have a gate, and besides, it doesn't matter. You know, you're going to pay that space rent. The space rent on the house I looked at was $675, and that was cheap. But it didn't matter because the park manager, the first thing she says is, "Oh, you got a beard." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a beard." Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I can do what the fuck I want. I got money. I showed her how much I got. She's like, "Okay, you got a lot of money." Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "But I don't think I can get you in here with that beard." I'm like, "What? No one here has a beard or long hair?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "You know what, man? You're full of shit. You're full of shit." I didn't say that to her. I'm thinking, you're full of shit. No way everyone in here doesn't have a beard or fucking long hair, because when you get old, number one, it's easy to fucking grow a beard because then you don't have to shave. You know what I mean? And old people, a lot of old people do that. So she's full of shit. The only reason why she didn't is because I guess I look like a biker because I got my little, I don't know, maybe I look like a biker to her. So, okay, enough of that. But we get the idea. Anyway, you follow rules from people like that. You might as well have a landlord and all that if you buy a house in a mobile home park or a manufactured house in a park. You're an idiot because then you're dealing with the management plus you fucking have to pay that space rent. You're an idiot. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, and there's a lot of rivers. It's got the most riverways and creeks of any state. And just by proxy, I learned, you know, don't live near a fucking river. Don't live near a creek. Don't live near in a basin because you'll get flooded. It's that simple. That place gets flooded like regularly. And all the people in there that live in those kinds of areas, you know, when I hear them complaining about, "Oh, I never thought it would get up this high." I'm like, you live fucking by the river. Who cares what you thought? The river does what it wants, and you live by the fucking river. You're ignorant. And it goes, the same goes for anyone that lives in Hurricane Alley or Tornado Alley, or if you buy a house that, you know, you think could be a high risk for other dangers. Just weigh the dangers. Every house has its dangers. I'm not dissing you just because you live by a river, but I am going to say this: you're not too bright. Okay. You're not too bright. And if you're living in Hurricane Alley by the ocean on top of it, you're not too bright. There was somebody that was on doing his YouTube thing, and he was talking about how he's going to probably need some help, because he lives right there around Panama City, Florida. And I'm like, bro, I'll say something nice on your channel, like help this person, but I'm not going to fucking walk away from looking at your video not thinking you're a complete imbecile for living there. Okay? Not only is it Hurricane Alley, even though a hurricane hasn't hit there in a while, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because what does a hurricane do? It packs a lot of winds. What happens when a hurricane hits mobile homes? Not just mobile homes, but RVs. Man, it'll tip them shits over in a heartbeat. I mean, you could probably, I guess you could chain it down or something. Maybe it wouldn't blow over. I'm not sure. But you're not going to prevent a tree from landing on it. So you're not too bright. So this video is about those who aren't too bright. Don't be a sucker and be that person that is not too bright.